Hey everyone, Coach K here. Welcome back. Happy July 4th. I know it's probably early in the morning when this is going to play, but happy July 4th to all my American friends. Happy Independence Day. Before we get started with this video, I would like for you guys to know that we are going to be giving away 1 month free of Athena Education's platform, videos, etc. All that will be included in our VIP group. Just by you guys commenting on the video, tell me what coins you guys want. What companies do you want me potentially to interview, like I have with Matic and Operia? And also, lastly, what coins do you guys want me to review and look at? So we have a couple that people posted in the last week, which was at the start of the week, which was POWR and Digibyte. So we're gonna go over that. And now before I start, just do me a favor, click on that subscribe button, smash up some likes. If you like this video, also you can share it to your friends. Let's get started. So first thing I want to start with on Bitcoin is look at on our weekly chart. We had this shooting star. Usually that's indicative of a dump. Now you can't really see it on the weekly right now because we had a huge pump after this dump, right? But what we know, if we go to, like, let's say our 2-day chart, is that we had a dump right after that shooting star. We started to move down and we hit this, we hit the Tenkan on the daily, right? So the Kijun in the daily, sorry, which is right here. So it doesn't really show the actual movement, but shooting stars generally push us down. So if you ever see those, look for them on any time frame. It works for all of them. It's price action. So I did say that we should always calm down. If you're ever freaking out about like movements that are happening in the market, go back to your daily and go, oh, we're still in an uptrend. I'm okay with that. It's just a normal correction. And that's a way to kind of calm your nerves and don't make it cut out. And, you know, as CZ was mocking people, like, he wrote down, you know, who got shaken out. So don't get shaken out. Be strong. Learn how to, you know, do some TA, and you know, you'll definitely benefit from all this stuff. Okay. So the first thing we noticed at the start of the week was that we hit this Kijun on Monday. I said if we hit this Kijun, it may bounce. It did. And then another thing that we noticed as well was on the 4-hour chart, we saw that we tested and bounced off the 200 EMA, which is a double confirmation that we probably are going to bounce. Once we started to move up, would have been a good time at the top of this candle when it closed, or at the top of that candle, start getting into a position if you wanted to. Okay, and then what's really interesting, we had this nice move up right here. So you can see that we went pretty nice. This is $1,800, right? That was a big move. Then we started to have what we see here again, a shooting star. So we did have a shooting star here, and then it led to us having a dip. Now during this dip, we went down to 10,000, I believe, let's just check the low, $10,947. People were kind of freaking out. But again, look what we have here. We have this beautiful looking Tenkan. So we cannot just bounce off the Kijun, we can bounce off the Tenkan too. So I saw this on this shorter time frame and thought, yeah, we'll probably do the same thing and we'll bounce off of this one, which is exactly what we did. So it was really good and made me feel like we're gonna probably be okay and all is gonna be great. So just wanted to point that out. Now, where are we going with Bitcoin? Well, what you see here does not look good on the 4-hour. We have 3 white soldiers that are kind of forming. Now, we have time for that to change. There's still 1 hour and 18 minutes. So we could see a pump and it just completely erase this one and turn it into a reversal candle. So we don't know yet, but I'm watching for that to see where we go. Maybe we come down and test the bottom of this cloud. Maybe we test our Kijun. So we have to just wait and watch for that. Okay, so where would we go if we're gonna go up or down is a good question. So let's look and make a fib extension and see. Okay, so where could we go? Well, there's 2 ways we can go, as we always know. We could bounce directly off this $11,532 and go back up to the 12 and test it, and that's probably likely that will happen. And where will we go after that? Hard to say. We very well could come down off the top of the cloud, which would be at 11.7, and then we could potentially move up even further to 12,700. Okay, so that's one option that could happen. I think it might not be as likely with a July 1st weekend, but remember, if people have had crypto and they haven't been doing much, they're going to talk about with their families when they go home, just like Thanksgiving during our bull run, which caused it to really start moving. The other scenario is this: we don't bounce off of this and we go down towards the 11,130 range and then bounce back up here, right? So then we could come back and bounce here, which is another option. I don't believe that's what would happen. If we did go down here, I think it would probably try to test this level, this 50% retrace, because it's kind of perfect, right? 10,800, it's at the bottom of the cloud. It's looking like that would be a good place for it to bounce off of if we do retrace 50%. So when I'm looking at a 4-hour chart, that's two options. I do think that this could play out, the one right here on the 50% retrace, but in terms of what are my positions, I'm actually going to watch. I'm going to watch to see, does it break below this and then enter the trade? If I'm going to enter this trade, I'm going to show you where I would do it. Okay, so if I'm looking to get in on a trade on either side, if it breaks this around here, when it closes a candle underneath this line, I'm going to start to short. If it gets up here, it bounces and moves above this area in the cloud right there, that's when I'll place a long. If I'm not in, I'm already in a position, but if I'm not in a position, that's when I place a long, right around there. So if it's showing me that yes, it's bouncing and it's confirmed and it closed, the candle is closed already, meaning it's not open like this one and we're waiting another hour for it to close. No, this is closed, the candle's already closed. We're gonna then go in around there. So those are the two places you can look. The other thing that you should look at every single day is total market cap, and compare it to BTC and look at how crazy it is equally. It almost looks exactly the same. Okay, so Bitcoin does run the market. Be very careful trading alts when it starts to move. If it moves down, great. That means we have an opportunity for alts. So just keep that in mind as well. So we have, let me just turn off the Ichimoku so you can see it. We had these gaps in the market. So this one filled. This one hasn't. Actually, sorry, this one did fill. This one came back down and filled. Then we have this one right here. And you hear like a lot of people saying like 8,500. We can get down to that range again. The reason why is this is in the 8,500 range, but we did fill the other two gaps. We filled them and now we moved back up. So let's keep that in mind as well. And the last piece of information is, where is the, I hate this, the glitches on this chart are crazy. Where is the Bitcoin dominance? So as we can see right here, Bitcoin's dominance is close to its all-time high. Or not the all-time high, but since we had altcoins, basically it's close to its all-time high, which was 70%. So we could actually still move up a lot more with Bitcoin. So keep that in mind. Altcoins could suffer more, and we could see some of those projects actually start to die off, which some of you guys may actually like. And so that's something also to take note of. And I just realized this happening live, so I'm going to show you it. We are really testing this right here. We're at that level right now, the 786. Very likely we come down to the 11,130 if we close below this level. All right, so keep that in mind. Ethereum, I did draw a box on my live feed last week. I said it's probably going to range, and that's exactly what it's kind of looking like it's going to do. It's going to go up and it's going to go down. So it's going to come down here and go up here and up here and up here. Who knows how long, but something like that is very likely to play out with Ethereum. Where could it go? Good question to have. Ethereum could stay in the box, so, you know, and it might get up to the 306, but really I don't expect Ethereum to move that much until, well, US dollar could move if BTC does, but not till probably next week. The weekend probably will be slow, but we'll check tomorrow again before I do my end of the week video, and we'll see where we're at. Now, a couple requests that I had was POWR and for Digibyte. So let's look at POWR and Digibyte quickly. They both look actually horrible. So I'm just gonna go over them quickly, and I'll show you why I think they look horrible. So first things first, looking at POWR on a daily chart is just depressing, okay? This was a coin that at one point was over 10,000 Satoshis, which right now is currently wavering at 940 Satoshis. Pretty much looking pretty dead. Even though that some people use it, it's still looking pretty dead. So we've seen this on a super downtrend. Let's turn on our Ichimoku cloud so you can see that as well. Make my Chiku span just a little bit smaller so not everyone can see it as massive as it is right here. Okay, so what we can see here on the shorter term, on the daily at least, is that Chiku span is trading underneath the candles, so it's very bearish still. We had a pump and dump, whoop-de-doo. it needs to get to this level and break through this cloud for us to actually even consider it for a trade at this point. It might go bullish, and it's at a very bottomy place right now. Here's a bottom. This is a double bottom. So it does have places to move, but I need a convincing move first before I would get into POWR yet. And if we look at it on a shorter time span, let's see what we can actually see here. Yeah, it doesn't really look that good still, even on a shorter time frame. Sorry. So our Chiku, we go back. It's trading underneath the Chiku span, the candles. It's really kind of in a sideways movement right now. Nothing really to look at completely. Unfortunately, whoever asked me to do this, I can't remember. It's been really super sideways. I don't see it really going anywhere, at least not for a little while. Nominal Bitcoin's pushing its way all the way up and beating up everybody. And then Digibyte, the same thing. Unfortunately, guys, Digibyte also looks like crap. So we see that I drew this here because it's super bottomed out. You know, it has a double bottom on it right there as well, but doesn't look anything good. Chiku's underneath. You know, the cloud is twisted bearish for the future. It's trading in a very small zone on the 1 hour. If we look at the daily, similar things on the 4 hour, on the daily. Nothing really tells me that this is a coin that I want to buy or hold or trade at this point. Not yet. We need to see a change in reversal pattern right there, and something that's pretty bullish for me to get even look at Digibyte at this point. So that's pretty much it. I'll leave it at that for today, and we'll see you guys on Monday. So if you like this video, guys, and find it helpful and you're learning some stuff, do subscribe, like, and share the video. It would be really helpful to me. And don't forget to come on the show tomorrow around around 6 p.m. Bangkok Standard Time, which is the US morning time. If you get on, then you can potentially win 1 free month of using Athena Education System, where you can follow calls, make your own calls, and automate your Binance account so you can have a sell gain, and you can have, you know, sell gain, a stop loss, a trailing stop, and a profit trail all at the same time, where Binance really limits you to just one of those 4, actually one or the other, just a stop loss or a gain. So we try to give you more for your money, I guess, is what we're trying to get to, and the education as well is the most important part, so you learn how to trade yourself. Anyways, have yourselves a great day. It's Coach K. If you want to find me, go on Twitter. It's Coach K Crypto. So just look up that, Coach K Crypto. And if you guys are looking to join in, it's athenaproject.trade or t.me/athenaproject. Do look in the bottom of this video. There's all the details and things like that as well. So you guys have yourself a great July 1st. Don't blow off your hand. Be really safe out there, guys, and enjoy your weekend. I'll speak to you guys soon. And if you're here tomorrow, you have a chance to win. Don't forget to comment on the video what you want me to go over tomorrow, because it is here for you. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Have a good one, everybody. Coach K signing out.